And welcome to Rocket League Sinfonian series. I am your host, Randomize, and with me I have Austin above me, and I have Fox on the top right. Yeah, I'm under you guys right now. I put myself down here just because I realized it doesn't make sense when I disappear to go get ready for my games, and it's just like one top right and bottom left. It's like, might as well put you guys together on the top. So yeah, Mysticats versus SDG. I am obviously playing tonight, so I'm gonna pass it over to you guys. All you take it away.
All right. So I think I'm pretty excited for this game. It's gonna decide a lot. I know that SDG is kind of fighting out of the bottom right now, along with CEO, and I think Mysticats are fighting for first place. So it seems kind of lopsided, but it's gonna decide a lot of things tonight.
I definitely agree. I don't know if we're gonna start this whole prediction thing yet. But I don't know if we should, and we're not that 15 minutes in yet. But if we look at the stat sheet for Mysticats and SCG, we see Mysticats has more goals per game. It's just a better all-around team, in my opinion. They're working well together. SCG is kind of, like I said last time on the stream, they're still in like the last season slump. Like they're still playing the same. They need to migrate and get better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It seems like everyone in the series, especially the ones that were in it last season, they all improved so much. And I feel like SDG maybe hasn't improved as much. You know, Ginger is playing really well. Danny's playing really well. But at the same time, they still got some of the same inconsistencies that we got from the first season. And everyone kind of like knows what to expect from them at this point. And especially coming from Mysticats, which is a team from first season, they already know who they're up against. And I feel like SDG is a little bit of a different place because Mysticats has improved. Like they clicked at the finals of last season, and they've kind of like been riding that momentum all the way through.
All right, so who you feeling, Fox? Who you feeling this one?
Unfortunately, it's already tilted kind of that way, so I got to go with Mysticats. I mean, if you just look at the stats, I mean, they're leading in pretty much every category. Even shooting percentage, like shooting percentage, shots per game, saves per game, assists per game, goals per game, rank record. it's all like towards Mysticats tonight. So SGG definitely has their work cut out. And I gotta say, I think it's gonna be a 2-0 sweep. I think Mysticats is gonna take it.
Okay. I'm just gonna tip the balance. Honestly, I think Mysticats is the obviously the crowd favorite here, but I'm gonna go the underdog. I'm gonna say SDG's got this. You know, maybe Mysticats won't be feeling it tonight. I'm gonna go with SDG. You know, I'm gonna follow Ginger. He's my chapter brother, and he's gonna make this to the end right here.
All right, and it kind of hinges on the way Danny's playing. Because I know in the past, Danny has been kind of like, I think Random calls it like an emotional player, where if he's not really feeling and he's not really feeling that hyped up, he kind of like slumps and he doesn't do all that much. But I also know that Ginger and SS the Third have been really good at kind of like hyping him up on his own. And so it's once again, it's going to come down to Ginger and SS. Danny can do what Danny does as long as he has a team to back him. And so that's going to come down to Ginger and SS. Whereas with Mysticats, Colonel and Random are like the two main dudes that just like pop off all day long. And so as long as SDG can kind of disrupt that flow of those two players, I think they've got a shot.
Definitely, I agree. Especially Colonel Mustard recently, he's been assisting and helping Josh. I mean, it's so different than season one. He's become an amazing player, so it's awesome to see the two of them work together. Like that duo is sweet.
Yeah, and it seems like in chat we've got a 50-50 split, Mysticats and SDG. I'm not sure who all has voted, but I'm actually not going to vote because I feel like the commentator vote and then the chat vote should be different. But yeah, so it's anyone's game, honestly. Like it all depends on how these two are doing.
Ooh.
All right, so we're gonna see if Random can go ahead and get the room started. I'm gonna go ahead and message him on Steam real quick.
I think he's joining. We're joining right now.
Oh, yep, I see it up there. All right, cool.
do it. I'm excited, stoked, I'm ready for this game.
King
This
Tilt.
is
I
another-
forgot you changed your name to that instead of King Tut.
This is the rematch of the finals of the rematch, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
didn't,
that's
man, I
it.
didn't even think about that. I'm a terrible commentator. Like these guys went together in the finals of first season for Mysticats to take it. And it seems like
Nola already joined here. So we
oh
got.
no, he's pulling a me.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for SDG to come in, and it looks like we're gonna have to restart the room.
Oh,
Ripperino. It's all the players don't join right away, but as soon as you get in the room, you see that auto and you see everything set up, and like we've done so many private matches as brothers, we're just like automatically we're like, all right, we gotta join right now. In chat, Nola, don't ready up for once. That's actually really funny.
Oh man.
All right, we're gonna restart this room here. We're gonna get things going. It's okay, Nova. We understand. It's okay. I do it all the time.
What's going on in chat? Holy cow.
Everyone's mad at Nova. All right, we're gonna wait for everybody to join this time. I think it's gonna be cool. I'm excited to see how Ginger and Danny work together because I always wanted them to kind of work in the same way Random and Colonel Mustard have. Kind of like that dynamic duo type thing.
Right, yeah, and honestly, we saw that happening last season, and then I don't know if maybe they just stopped practicing or much, and stuff comes up, but it was exciting to see that start to occur, and then it kind of paused, and now it's kind of like just falling off, and maybe that's the rest of the teams like blowing past them because they're all excelling. So
right.
We'll see. I really hope it does come around.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a deciding game for SDG. Like, are they going to be actual competitors in this season, or are they just going to kind of fall back into what season 1 was and not move on with season 2 and 3 and so forth?
3? Did you say season 3?
Yep, there is going to be season 3. Don't worry. There's been much planning so far. All right.
Oh man.
Oh, right. Now we got SDG joining.
We got people fighting over the Austin. I'm just.
All right, and here we go. We are starting this game finally with everybody readying right up. Here we go into game 1. SDG versus Mysticats. I almost said randomized. But here we have randomized. Already starting to make it play happen with an unfortunate little read and an unfortunate whiff from both Ginger and SS the Third. Randomized trying to make something happen here. Ended up with Spicy Mustard as his new name. Trying to get through. Ginger working to get it out of the corner. Random and Nova, a little bit of a miscommunication. Got to get the jitters out right on the early game. And Danny's moving in to make a challenge with Randomize. Right there, right to Nova. Doesn't get the best touch, but gets it over Danny. Ninja Jinja and SS the Third. A little bit of miscommunication as well. And Danny, still a little bit of ping pong right now. No one really making any plays happen right now. It just goes to SDG, then goes to Mysticats. We are spending a lot of time on SDG's end, but SS the Third is looking to change that. Spicy Mustard not getting the best touch. Ginger managing to push it right back into the back wall. And SS the Third getting a demo on Randomize. Definitely a smart play right there. And that is on net. Randomize not able to make it back before Colonel Mustard gets an unfortunate little touch there.
How long has SCG been playing with Dominus? I noticed Danny and Ginger both are playing with Dominus right now.
Never. I don't think I've ever seen Ginger play on the Dominus.
Following their gameplay, they like to boom it across the field very often, so I think this might fit better for them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's interesting. I didn't even notice that because I don't think Ginger had the Dominus before then. I know Danny always liked to play the breakout. We have center ball. No one really managed to touch it.
Man.
Faked out Mysticats. Unfortunately, Random made that turn. Awesome. What even happened here? I missed it.
It was just a bunch of unfortunate
right there.
It was like, oh, he's gonna hit it. Now he's not, and then it just,
I think everyone went, oh, he's gonna hit it.
Yeah.
Wait, he didn't. Oh no.
Everybody assumes, and that's what happens.
All right, that is one way to tie the game up with still about 3/4 of the game left to go. Randomize making it over the dog pile in the center there. Still trying to make something happen. Settles it right in front of SDG right there. So they're working to move it down. Spicy Mustard though, sending it right to the corner. Trying to get a center, managed to make it over Ginger. Random is not able to get an angle, and Nova is not able to get it past Danny. And SDG is trying to make an offensive push here. They really need to make some plays happen here. Danny, an unfortunate little area there. Colonel trying to make something happen. SS trying to make something happen. Everyone is trying to make something happen here, but it's just kind of chilling in the corner right there. Once again, no one seems to be getting a decent touch. I think everyone's kind of like freaked out right now. But Random is trying to get it through, unable to get it past Ginger, however. And then Ginger sending it right to Colonel Mustard, who sends it right back to Ginger, sends it downfield. And we're just kind of playing that ping pong game once again. I mean, I don't know, Austin. I'm not seeing a ton happen right here. It doesn't seem to see like either team is playing particularly well with themselves. What do you think?
No, they both seem kind of frazzled, honestly. It's like, yeah, like, and there's a bunch of whiffs. It's like cold. It's like you're playing cold, basically.
And there's an open net right there for Randomized to just kind of pull it in there.
You see SS third is kind of out of position for Danny's missed touch, honestly. I don't think he really wanted to touch it like that. And then it goes by SS third, he's last man, and that's a goal. Right? That's how it happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I think these teams just need to like reset, just like take a deep breath and say, hey, we're playing Rocket League now. Let's play Rocket League. And see where he's got Colonel Mustard with a decent little pass there. No one able to capitalize because Random had just passed it to Colonel. And it didn't seem like Random trusted Nova to make that aerial. You have Ginger trying to make something happen here. Back flipping past the ball. SS third backing up into the net. Center right there. Almost getting a pinch with Danny, but it puts it right in front of the net for Random to just kind of take right there again. I mean, this is just not the kind of Rocket League we're used to at this point.
No, definitely not. This is like mid season 1. We're still getting in it. We're all excited. Like every stream is something new. At this point, we got to make sure we're hitting. Oh man,
we're bumping each other, and there's an open net. Oh, just off. Spicy Mustard managing to make it shoots it right at Dannyland. This is. I think these teams need to sort something out because they're both doing it.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
You know, Dannyland trying to make something happen. A weak touch off the wall. Over to nobody in the other half. Ginger's gonna try to make something happen here. It seems like Mysticats is gonna double commit, trying to make that center. Colonel Mustard was not really confident, pushing way up there, but when no one else hits it on the defense, then it doesn't really matter all that much. And we have a 4-1 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Danny has a decent clear right there. If one of his teammates followed it, it was quicker to follow it.
Yeah, it didn't seem like
his clear could have been better, but yeah.
All right. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. I mean, we both know what these teams need to do, but specifically SDG, what do you think they need to do in order to turn this around?
They need some sort of some sort of plan. Like it seems like they just went out and they were like, all right, let's just go play. Like we got this. I don't know. These teams now, you have to have a plan. You gotta talk about it at least. You gotta have some sort of, all right, we need to shut this person down with boost because they're so they focus on boost, and without boost they might not be as good. You know, you gotta focus on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it seems like there doesn't seem to be much rotation there. I mean, that was a good play. Dannyland getting a decent touch into the corner of Mysticats, and then SS third following up with another pass. But honestly, there was a double commit there with Mysticats, and both of these, like, there's time to tie it up. There's time for these guys to reset, but right now these teams are not playing like they normally do. Everything seems so erratic and unplanned and unorganized. Here we have a double commit. Zero communication from Colonel Mustard and Randomized, the duo that everyone said to be so afraid of.
The duo? Oh man.
Maybe not
Are
the
we about
duo,
to see a
but
comeback
duo.
from SDG right now?
I think we are. They only have a 1-goal deficit now with a nice little pass from Ginger and an open net from Mysticats. You know, if that's the way these teams want to play it, I think it's gonna work. Just like capitalizing on the mistakes of the other team. There's plenty of opportunities. Right, yeah, right. Yeah, Danny trying to do something with this. Random getting the dunk right into the center line. Ginger trying to take it down, trying to send it down the corner. No one is really ready for the save, but Colonel Mustard manages to make a decent touch out to the center. But it comes right back to the center. Nova missing the shot. Random missing. I'm getting a weak little touch right to Ginger. And we are just flopping around in Mysticat's corner. Ginger almost making a nice little shot there. He's going to center it up. He's going to go for it, but Colonel Mustard is going to beat him to it.
Oh,
This is the third, making it over Danny Land, shooting his own teammate. It is not a good sign that we are at SDG's side, especially the way we've been playing, and that is game 1. I don't even know what I just watched. What do you think happened there?
It looked like a warm-up game in scrims for season 2 starting. That's what it was.
Yeah, this is just
and
a
that's
warm-up
okay.
game for these guys.
It seems like SDG is very not on the same page. They're not. I'm sure they're communicating just fine. Honestly, I really think at this point, communication they have it, but I think they're definitely not on the same page. And I think honestly that's confusing Mysticats more than anything. They're expecting
possible.
things to happen, and then Mysticats is like, wait a minute, why didn't you hit that?
And you know, like SDG kind of has a track record of just like taking the first game to kind of like feel out the opposing team. It hasn't worked too well in season 2, but at the same time, it seems like they're keeping Mysticats on their toes. And so if they can reel it in here and play a little bit better Rocket League, like we know SDG can, they could definitely take the rest of the series.
And we're looking at pressure here. We got 10 shots to 3 shots. So that's
Right.
7 shot differential is huge.
And like you see only shots from Dandelion. You don't see much play either from Ginger or SS the third. Whereas with Mysticats, it's a lot more spread out there.
Right.
The goals didn't really need as many assists, and so that's why you don't see many there. But you definitely see the pressure all throughout the team. Definitely with Randomized coming out on top there. All right, and here we go into game 2. Random facing off with Dannyland. Ginger sending it right down the field, almost making it a goal, but Colonel Mustard with a decent backboard defense there. And this is the third. Manages to make it roll up a little bit, but not enough to get by Randomized. Danny putting on a shot that manages to get past Nova
wow.
and manages to get past Colonel Mustard. What happened here?
He had a great touch off the wall, and then it looks like it. Oh man, just really unfortunate. It ended up curving. He hit the ball with a curve just slightly, and it curved into the goal.
Yeah, Nova wasn't quite ready for that save. All right, so SDG taking a 1 lead really early into the game. There's still a bunch of time, but it seems right now like SDG is playing a little bit more organized. Nova getting a weak little touch, but it's enough to get let Spicy Mustard get it past Dannyland, leaving Ginger and S third in the corner. Randomized sending it down, trying to make another aerial. Doesn't quite make the second touch there, and Danny's able to get the save. We have Nova sending it across the corner again. Ginger able to get that clear, though. Getting its second touch there, not going to the best place. Ginger loves putting it in the corner, though. We have Danny, super high aerial that just hits the crossbar. Unable to be defended by Colonel Mustard or Random, or Nova for that matter. He managed to get over all 3 members of SDG right there, or of Mysticats. Apologies. We have SS sending it up the wall right past Random, forcing a retreat from Mysticats. And then a 50 from Ginger and Random, sending it right down the corner. And Colonel with a decent shot there, but it's a little bit too slow to get past Danny. We have Random still trying to make a play happen, rolling it up the back wall there, easily defendable by Random. Ginger not quite getting a touch there, allowing Colonel Mustard to come by and get it past SS and Ginger, leaving Danny all out on defense. And we have it back in the corner. It seems to be going just from corner to corner. I mean, they talked to me, Austin. Like, what do you think? Is it a different kind of play style here? Are we playing a little bit better this time around? Like, what's going on?
Well, this is definitely playing better this game, but I want to see them go back to those nice long clears. You know, having somebody follow up the clear. And right now they're kind of clearing the ball and no one's following. They're not on the same page in that respect, but they are rotating now. They're rotating efficiently, so I like to continue seeing that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, they've got the dominances there. They know they can get these power clears. They just need to be able to do it. You know, it's not one of those cases. It's not hard to get a super big power clear. And this is the third, sending it down, and no one from Mysticats is back, forcing Random to make it a bit of an uncomfortable save there. Ginger's going to send it up the wall, but Danny was not ready, not on the other side of the goal for that. Still takes a shot from the side there, but both defenders are right there. Danny going for a bump as Colonel Mustard takes it up, trying to send it downfield, but doesn't make a touch. And then Ginger with a nice little aerial, sending it up the wall and across the wall. Random being able to send it back down. Just some more ping pong and less follow-up from each team. You know, each team is just clearing it down the field, and then they just let the other team have it. It's like a clear to one side, clear to the other, clear to one side, clear to the other. It's just kind of a back and forth game right now, and SDG still has the lead with less than half the game to go. I definitely think Mysticats needs to make something happen Colonel Mustard almost making a double touch there. We still have a lot of back and forth play here. Colonel Mustard looks like he's going to try to turn here. Danny Land trying to get a shot here, but Colonel Mustard, or no, Nolan Nova is able to block it. Well, Colonel Mustard flicking it right to the ceiling. Doesn't actually touch the ceiling, so it gains a lot of ground before Danny Land. Oh, it's such an unfortunate touch there. Tie it up.
Oh man, the hit on the ceiling right there was definitely mind-boggling for Danny. He didn't expect that at all.
Yeah,
it's hard to read that at that angle too. So.
Right, definitely not ready. Probably had ball cam on. Probably was looking straight up, just hoping that he hits the ball at a decent way. Random with a nice lofty aerial there. Definitely some better mechanics for Mysticats this game. We have Colonel Mustard trying to make something happen with this. Manages to get it over Ginger. Random not quite able to finish it off. Oh, and a decent back pass from Randomized into Nova, who unfortunately misses the shot. Random with a back pass to Colonel Mustard. Defended by Danny, no one able to follow up. Ginger sending it right down the middle. I don't know if Colonel Mustard can get back, but he can. And I think we need a lot more from SDG. We can't just have a bunch of, like, power-ish shots towards the goal. They need to bang it into the goal, or they need to make some passing plays happen. Mysticats, they know they need to make passing plays. That's their play style. That's what they do all the time. That was a really close one by Ninja Jinja. Unfortunately, not able to put the shot on net. We have another one right there. Could have been a shot on goal, but it probably wasn't. No one really there to read the backboard either. And Random trying to just guide it right in, but Danny was sitting right in goal. Random sending it down the field with only SS there, who manages to whiff it. Could have a shot here, but opts into a 50-50 with Ninja Jinja. With Danny with a big power clear off the ground, almost off the ceiling, following it down. Unfortunately, was not able to put it in the net. And we're like, I don't know, Austin. I don't see much passing at all going on here. It's just a back and forth game over and over again.
Yeah, there really isn't much passing. As soon as they get possession, they're giving it back to the team. On both sides, honestly. I don't really see much.
Yeah, just bang, 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 back and forth.
Oh
my god. What a shot.
Oh my gosh.
Coming out of nowhere. Right as we were talking about passing, Randomized. Getting a nice little bounce off that corner. Colonel Mustard putting it right past Danny Land with a 0-second goal.
What a way to end this series.
And that's a 2-0 sweep. I feel like we should have a third game, but we don't.
Oh my god. I was so ready for a third game. I was like, or overtime. I was like, all right, time to kill this ball. Oh my god. Good job to Mysticats.
Yeah, a little bit less pressure here, but we're definitely seeing more spread in the numbers, a lot more assists. Like each goal was assisted, whereas I mean SDG each goal was assisted as well. We just didn't have the same speed. Honestly, we didn't have much of the same speed throughout the entire second season. This is probably one of our slowest games. But regardless, good win, good pull out from Mysticats. We're gonna see if we can get somebody in here. We've interviewed. I know we've interviewed Colonel Mustard, and I think we've interviewed Randomized. Have we interviewed Nola Nova? Let's see.
I don't think so. Also, why does Random say RLS season 1 chant? That's incredible. Yeah.
That's I showed him how to download Alpha Console the other day, and so he was messing around with the custom titles.
Yeah, that's something.
I think he forgot to take it off, to be completely honest.
Well, I mean, I guess they should all have it then. What's going on?
Yeah, we should be done here. Alright, I'm just gonna see who we can get in here for an interview. Alright, let's see, we're waiting for a response here.
Yes, Nola.
I'm asking Random what he wants to do, because I think he has to add people to the call.
Oh, you're right.
Alright, let's get Randomized in here, since he's already here. We're gonna see if we can get him back into the call. Alright, I'm wondering how this affects the standings, because I think Random Mysticats is pretty high in. I know they started at second place. I'm not sure if they're at first yet. I don't know if their track record is good enough.
Are they 5-1 now? 5-1, right?
They're 4-1.
4-1?
You know, I think that puts them in, because hasn't SDG lost twice?
SDG is.
Or not SDG, S2.
I was like, oh. I'm not 100% on that. You have to ask Random, who's not on the call. So.
All right.
Hello.
Are you back? Hello. Good game, guys.
Thank you.
A bit different from the rest of the things we've seen in S2. First off, I just want to know your thoughts on like what everything that just happened.
Definitely a little shaky. It was a little rough just because we had our bye week last week, and the three of us literally did not play since our last game, which was S2. So that was the scary part, but I mean it's all right. Like, it was not the best game Mysticats have ever played, but we still won, so I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely. I think we kind of had the same ideas as commentators. So does this put you guys at first place? You guys have only lost once. And I can't remember lost once or twice.
I apologize for all the coughing. I screamed really hard and I lost my voice again on when Mustard got that nice touch. I literally told him be ready.
0 second.
Yeah, I was like, I got this, be ready. I don't know yet because I didn't put that in. I believe because it was a 2-0 sweep, that puts us in first place. But if S2 2-0 sweeps Ditto Dudes, then we'll be fighting for first place again. But yeah, it did put us in first place.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. You are now officially first seed in Group A. How's it feel?
Seeing that we were never even close to seed 1 and then winning season 1, and then now finally seeing what it's like to be on the top, feels good. I even got to have my tag in the stream, which was cool.
Yeah, no, we saw that.
Yeah.
I forgot I had the alpha source on. I was like, oh, it's on. I didn't care. I liked it.
Now see, going back to last season, and you guys were bottom seed, came out to win it. Does top seed even really matter?
I mean, you know what? In the end of the day, not really. That wasn't my focus, was to become top seed. The only thing that's nice about being top seed is the idea of how a tournament is set up, where the top seed will verse the lowest seed, and then the second top seed will verse the second lowest seed, and then they're supposed to win all the way until the top 2 seeds verse each other in the championships. Obviously, Mysticats completely denied that and decided to win everything. But that's the way it's supposed to be done. That way it's a nice balanced game at the end. That's the idea of how tournaments were made. So is it really important to be first seed? No, but it tends to make the bracket a little bit easier in, I guess, settings.
All right. Okay. Definitely.
Yeah.
So I want to know, you and Colonel Mustard have kind of turned into like the dynamic duo of our LSS. Whenever I think of like 2 specific players playing together, I instantly think of you guys. Are you guys like comfortable where you are? Are you like still like working really hard to improve that? Or are you just kind of like feeling out the waters to see what else you guys can do?
No, we're not comfortable where we are. We want to improve our game where we know where to put the ball every time. I want to, Mustard and I both want to basically say right, center, left, far, back, whatever code words we want to think of. We want to make it so simple that basically we can say like 1 or 2 words and we'll know exactly where that pass needs to go. And we're still working on that very, very hard. And I don't know. We also, like, it's nice to be known as the dynamic duo, but we also do want to get Nova involved in it. So we do try to help him push more towards that. So we'll see what happens. And once again, I apologize about my throat.
All right. No worries, dude. Well, I'm happy to see you guys improving. Happy to see you guys winning some games. Austin, do you have any other questions?
I don't have any other questions, I don't think.
All right. So with that being said, we're going to transfer this over to the analyst booth. Hello, everyone. When you're the one getting yeah, right. I wish I can just like leave this way and come in this way. That'd be great. Excuse me, but yes. So that was Mysticats versus SDG. Congratulations to Mysticats to Random and to Mysticats. We are still waiting for one game sign up, and that is Team 10 versus Need Boost. They are having some very difficult times trying to match all 6 players up, and I don't think either team is wanting to budge on switching to a sub. It doesn't hurt, guys. You can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I've played a game this entire season that hasn't had a sub involved in some way.
Well, there's an amazing XTRP member that is a sub, so just throwing that out there.
yes, Krasinga is now a sub as well. I mean, there are still some teams that have never seen a sub. Mysticats has still never seen a sub.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Listen, man. Listen. But with that being said, we are going to be, the next game that we know of will be on
Sunday.
It's Sunday, but I'm hearing music. What is that? Weird. But yeah, it's going to be Sunday, I believe, at 10 o'clock. I don't have it up.
I believe it
I
was.
believe.
Yeah,
No, it's 10:30.
No, 10.
Yep.
Is it 10:30 or 10?
Okay.
Are you looking at it right now?
No.
All right, we're going to go with 10. So that way, if you come too early, you know it's 10:30. Instead of 10:30 and you're missing the whole game. So yeah, this Sunday, it's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern, S2 versus Ditto Dudes. Oh my god. Yeah, that's Chris Ashworth. Just ignore him. He tends to try to be the biggest troll ever. He will never end his trolliness. He does amazing work for us. And also, folks, just because I brought up his name, Chris Ashritz and Miswan Jr., we have one more person, Dax. If you scroll down, you can check out their names. You can click it. Go contact them on Twitter. If you like the artwork you see here, all the animated, with the shield bouncing up and down, that's Dax. All the team stuff, all the cool things. Check it out. Yo, shout out to Solo Izzy. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. But yeah, it's really cool that they've done a lot. Also, you can check out all the streamers who are involved in Sinfonian series. Scroll down, you'll see in the PMAHGN, you'll see Twitch, and check out those streamers. So
Bring it full circle.
What's
Chris
up?
Ashford has actually done artwork for my own stream.
Yes.
And I know he's done artwork for like a bunch of other artists as well. So
He's done artwork for Austin too.
He also
he
made
really?
me business cards today, actually. So
What?
Yeah, he's done business cards for him. And he's done almost everything for me when it comes to anything that you see on Randomize except the green picture of the flow things is all Chris Ashford. So thank you very much, man. Don't contact me on Twitter. I never check it. Yeah, you can contact him through Twitch. It's faster that way. Yes, thank you very much, man. But once again, congratulations to Mysticats again for winning another game and finally taking first seed. Sunday, 10 p.m. will be S2 versus Ditto Dudes. Because people were commentating and, telling me and critiquing me that I can't say.
Dudes. It sounds like you're saying diddle.
Listen, man. I gotta, yeah, right? I gotta crossbite. The tongue doesn't like to work with ditto. It's diddle. Diddly do. All right. Yeah, leedly. So, Austin, do you have anything you would like to say before we get off?
I don't think so. This is a good job from Mysticats and SDG.
Good job.
I didn't see SDG. Yeah, SDG.
Yeah. Making fun of me, and then you can't speak.
Yeah. It's late. At least I didn't say diddle, so that's all that matters.
They weren't even playing. If you did say it, I would question you. But yeah, it's late.
Anyways, SDG and Mysticats came out. They played a completely different game than any of us have ever seen. But in the end, Mysticats brought it out to the win, and that's all that matters. So it was a good game, good fun game.
Fox, you got anything you would like to say before we call this one a stream?
No, I think Austin pretty much summed it up. It was a bit of an interesting game tonight, but the season goes on.
Yeah, and I do apologize about some of the frame drops. I don't understand what was going on there. I was
It's just Twitch.
Yeah, no, actually, this one was on the OBS side. I was watching it on my end, doing some funky stuff, and I was like, it's weird because when I check how many drop frames I have, it says only 3% of the stream dropped. So I think it was in the middle of game 1 and 2 where it really did happen. So I do, excuse me. Oh man, I'm getting heartburn. I'm dying. But yes, thank you everyone for coming out. I do appreciate all the support. Thank you for all the follows tonight. We're actually trying to do better at making sure the followers, bit donators, and the subscribers, you get your little shout outs, and we're doing it at the end. So you can check it out with the cool credits at the end. So thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit that follow button so you know when we go live. This is, we are coming very close to the end of season 2. We are week 7 of 10 season plays. So be prepared, because I'm pretty sure the rest of these games you're going to see for the season before the playoffs even start are just going to start to get very hectic. So once again, he's Austin, he's Fox, I'm Randomize. We are going to get out of here. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you all at the next stream later.
Bye-bye.